Hello everybody, this is video number 3. In this video we're going to be talking about what it takes to be a video game designer. So this is things I've learned from other videos I've watched as well as my own opinions. I'd like to start off by saying that to be a video game designer you have to have a passion for gaming and you have to play lots of video games. Now I'm not saying go to the store and buy as many as you can and play them overnight, but you have to know different genres and different playing styles. It's good to just get to know how different systems work. I myself have a Wii, a PS3, I had a DSi, I played on the Xbox, etc., etc. Also play a lot of internet games. Hopefully I'm not coming off as too much of a nerd here, and that's not what this is about. It's not what this whole video is about. This is about really being into gaming and having a passion for what you do and translating that passion into your video game design. So this is the site I go on. It's called Kongregate. I'm like a level 37 on here. I've been on for like a good year. And as you play games, you level up and there are badges and rewards. And it's a really great site. There's millions of games on here. And this is where I'll be uploading my future games. And they have contests every week and they show you the most popular games. And it's just great to play. It's just a great site. See, I played everything from first-person shooters to the simpler MMO games such as Dark Orbit or Swords and Potions. I've also played the more simpler games that have been tricked out to be more modern, such as games called Pwong, the totally crazy shoot 'em up boss type games with the lasers and the rocket launchers. Then I've played the puzzle games. There are so many different types of games out there, and it's just great to get to know all of them and play everything and get a feel for it. It'll really help you with your actual game design. I also try to look for different sites. This is a site I found. It's a program called Full Sail University. I'm still exploring this site, so I don't know much about it yet, but it seems to be a game design university. I've also found another site called RAC. So it's really good to just go out and find these different sites. If you just look up video game design on Google or YouTube, you can find plenty of videos that will offer some pretty good advice. So you definitely want to look out for things like that. Any programs you might hear of. I myself learned how to do video game design from a place called Youth Learning Center. I'll bring that up in a future video. But here I'm going to show you some of my other games. This is my PS3. So this is just a bunch of demos that I've downloaded. These aren't even games that I have. These are just demos. So yeah, I'm always looking for something new to play and a new genre or a new playing style. I play everything from the older games, as you can see, to more recent things. And then, once again, more simpler games, some classics, things such as DC Universe, Call of Duty, to Ratchet and Clank. So there's lots of stuff out there. And then these are my other games. I've got an Uncharted 3 game, Race Deception, Most Wanted, Need for Speed Most Wanted. I've got Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Then this is Sly 4, Thieves in Time. Then I also have a game I recently bought. This is an older one, the Batman Arkham Asylum game. And here's my PS3 here. Hopefully this isn't turning into too much of me just bragging or looking like a nerd to other people, however you might perceive that. In any case, some more tips to go by. If you have an idea for a video game and you've been following my videos, this is something you want to do or something you're just interested in, whenever you have an idea, jot it down. So I have a notebook jammed with ideas, and not all of them are complete. Anyone can have a video game idea. I mean, I probably have 2 or 3 every single day. But there's a whole process you have to go through. For one, it's one thing to have an idea, and another thing to have a product. That's one of the first things I learned when I got into video game design. Lots of people have ideas, but not everyone has a product. You can say, oh, let's do this, but someone has to be able to make that happen. That's why I decided to become a video game designer. I had all these ideas and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make my own dream happen. I'm gonna be the one who makes these ideas a reality. So that's how I myself got into video game design. Some other tips. There's a lot to video game design. It's not just programming. You also need to have artists. There has to be someone who can draw out your characters and your backgrounds and other miscellaneous objects for you. You have to have producers. You have to have sponsors, people who can actually get the idea out there. And it depends on what you're doing. For my games, I just upload them to the web and let people enjoy them. And that's how I would make money with my games. But say you're making a system game, that's just on a completely different level. Some other people you're going to want to have on your team is someone who has experience with music. So maybe someone who knows how to work iMovie, which is actually the program I'm using. That could be helpful if you're making a presentation that's not necessarily for video game design, but maybe you have to advertise your game. That's a great way to do that. Or if you just need someone to make music for the game, then that's someone you would look to. That's that person you would look to do that. So you would need a person like that on your team. And I don't know everything. I'm still learning myself. I have a small little group that we all work on video game design together. And that's just a really good thing to have. Not necessarily just so they can help you make this game. It's also just the moral support, and to be able to work with somebody is, in my opinion, a great thing. To have friends and build those relationships with people, that will also make it easier to make these games when you have a bond with the people you're working with. It's just like with anything else. I mean, would you rather go into the dark woods by yourself or with your friends? I think that's just about all the tips I have for you now. I might make another one of these videos full of tips, but I'm kind of late on this video, so I just want to get it out there. Hopefully you all will enjoy. Please leave lots of comments. No one has really left me any comments yet. I got like one comment in my first video. That's about it. Please, please, please send me some comments, people, so I know what you want to see. You can contact me over the comments or at therebirthofhiphop@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. I will see you next week or whenever I decide to make another video.